So everybody in the Blues side of the camp, they do believe. We wait and see how well they will be able to sharpen their arsenal and be able to play come next campaign. Talking about next season, here locally, a number of people will be watching and waiting to see if again it will be Gor Mahia who again might be able to defend the title that they've already won. Now, thinking about their tactician, Jonathan Mckinstry has played a very critical role for this Kogalo side. 2 years he's been at the helm of the side, and he's saying, I've done my part. I did what I was supposed to do. Now the next test for me is a different affair altogether. But he believes he leaves Gor Mahia at a very, very right footing.
First of all, it's been a huge honour. Gor Mahia is one of the biggest clubs in Africa. You know, one of the most storied clubs in Africa. When I came here, you know, there's modern clubs, corporate clubs, you know, and that's happening all over the world. But their link with their community, their link with the history of the game is not there because they've arrived in the last decade or the last 2 decades. And yes, they might be successful, but they don't have that story behind them, the roots of the club. And so coming to Kogalo, you know, what really attracted me to come here was how the roots of the club are grown deep into the community here in Kenya, and especially in Western Kenya. It's something that families, children are born into. And so that was something that really appealed to me coming into the club 2 years ago. And it's something that I've really felt. You know, people, you know, when the team win or the team lose, it's not just about, a supporter's football team. It's like something has happened to their family. And so it was something I was aware of coming in, but the depth of feeling, the depth of connection between the community here and Kogalo, Gor Mahia as a football club is really intense. And it's something that I've really enjoyed being in the middle of. It's not easy because when you have that family connection, when you have that desire from everybody around you to succeed and the focus is on you, it brings a level of pressure. But also, that's something that I wanted. I think when we're under pressure, we have to raise our game as individuals and as a group. And so that pressure was something I welcomed. It's something we've tried to teach the players to welcome. Because if they want to be the best versions of themselves, you know, there's an old saying, you know, fair weather does not make a great sailor. You know, great sailors are made in the middle of the storm. And so that really is the motto that I've tried to instill here at Gor Mahia, is that don't be afraid of the storm. Don't be afraid of the pressure around. Welcome it, knowing that it's going to make you better, it's going to make you improve. And if you can ride out that storm, you're going to be a winner at the end of it. And so that's been really pleasing to be part of that. It's been a challenging time, no doubt. We came in at what the chairman said was the most difficult period in the last maybe 2 decades for Kogalo. You know, a lack of players, having to rely on the youth academy significantly, transfer bans, all of these things. But through that storm, we've managed to prevail. And so, yeah, there's been so many lessons that I've taken from the last 2 years, but also a lot of joy and a lot of happiness.
Happiness and more happiness. So let's go to NBA. Today we had one of the conference finals in the morning, and it's a